Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and in this video, it's a doozy here. There was a lobster dinner for King Charles, the environmentalist, that cost France 450,000 euros, which is $500,000. Here's this headline: Let them eat lobster. France spent over $500,000 on a state dinner for Charles. And they are all very happy together there, cheering with each other. And right here, what did they eat? Lavish blue lobster. And wine feast for King Charles cost whatever that is right there. They said here on the menu were blue lobsters, which is a rare French delicacy, and then crab, poultry marinated in champagne, and a gratin of French mushrooms. So nothing is too good for someone with the title of king. It sits in shears of gold, and this thing, I saw this in a special. This thing weighs like 20 pounds. It's just so heavy to just even have sitting on your head, and the jewels on the inside of this are just ridiculous, okay? So anything for him, I guess, Mr. Environmental Charles, which this Washington Post article calls him the climate king, right? Because he's been, an environmental champion for a long time, because we have to take care of the planet. We have to live responsibly. I guess that is until his dinners, because while these New World Order types are telling you to get used to eating bugs, they're dining on rare blue lobster. Now, I looked up blue lobster, and that they say that that's about 1 in 2 million is when you get a blue lobster. So it's kind of interesting because these articles here say fresh caught. Right down here, it says, yes, freshly caught blue lobster and crab cake were on the menu. And this is, there was a lot of Yahoo articles. If you hit one, you scroll down to all of them, but freshly caught. Now, I don't know how you freshly catch something that is 1 in 2 million, but here's a picture of the blue lobsters, a meal fit for a king. That's interesting, because that doesn't seem to be very environmental, along with the rest of the dinner, which in addition to the food had an assortment of vintage wines, champagnes, and a selection of international cheeses were on offer. For dessert, French macaroons with lychee rose sorbet and a raspberry compote were served. So very elaborate. It cost France $500,000. And the criticism here is the cost of the dinner. They say that this France has become budget conscious. I guess they're trying to remain within a budget, but this dinner went over that substantially. It says here that the audit office is now playing a role of the party pooper, warning that significant efforts will need to be undertaken from 2024 in order to restore and sustain the financial balance of the presidency. It noted that another state dinner thrown for the Indian Prime Minister last year came into about $447,000. These elaborate dinners that bring food in from all over the place cost a lot of money. And here's a little video of what it looked like on the inside of there. Now, the thing is people are criticizing the cost of this dinner, but nobody is talking about how Charles is an environmentalist. Oh my God, we have to be careful. We have to live sustainably. We have to live responsibly. Well, I'm not sure that this This falls in line with that. Right here, you have your own little menu printed out next to your plate. Okay, that's not environmental. I mean, this is now, they say that the dinner included costs of $180,000 for the catering and then $46,000 for drinks for 180 people. There was 180 people at this dinner, $46,000 for drinks, on top of other costs including furniture, flowers, table decorations, and whatnot, to equal $500,000, a $46,000 bar tab. So that's some pretty exclusive wines that are going on there too, and $180,000. That's $1,000 a person for 180 people. Is what it said that this is. But I guess when you're having a dinner at the Palace of Versailles, and they say, yes, it was an extravagant banquet, but King Charles had a 3-day state visit to France and aimed at reinforcing a key alliance between the two countries. Really, they're neighbors, okay? It's like having your neighbor over for dinner, and it's going to cost your taxpayers $500,000, and just extravagance to the maximum for people that preach to you about how we have to care about the climate, live responsibly, and eat bugs. Do as I say, not as I do. This is just another example of why no one listens to them. And it's just very, very sad. And it's just very sad that, they actually rub this in your face, I guess. So, yes, Charles feasted on rare blue lobster along with the rest of their friends. And you and I are told to eat bugs. So stay tuned, people.